So a fairly intensive process goes into working on lights made from these LED strips, because these lights are not really designed to be attractive. They're designed to be bright, and they do that quite effectively. So we have to diffuse them, and I like to do that through a series of methods. Now I can just put eggcrate over it, and believe it or not, the eggcrate actually does improve light a little bit, marginally, as long as the LEDs are aligned with the eggcrate. It improves it fairly well. So then we add another layer, and this is a Fresnel lens, or as some folks might know it, a magnifying lens. So you can get these a number of different places, but we add that, and that helps scatter the light and actually make it brighter. So, but it doesn't really do anything for the fact that if you're looking straight at this, you're pretty much going to go blind. So we add another layer of, this is an acrylic material designed for fluorescent light bulbs. And that helps scatter the light much better. I don't know if you can see the difference there. But when there's a big bunch of rows of these LEDs, this combination goes a long way in scattering the light. And we can actually do away with the Fresnel layer. There's a specific way you have to orient this. One side is smooth, and then the other one feels like the scratches on a record. And if you orient it one way or the other, it will change the way that your light outputs. So let me see if I can do this without shorting out my power supply up there. There we go. So we put the scratch side one way, and it actually scatters the light further. So you have to take your time and lay this out, and when you do, you can create a pretty decent light diffuser. Now I'll have to orient the eggcrate, that's this grid material here, specifically so that it looks good, because even though you can't really make out what's behind there when those lights are on, it still helps. Another thing that the eggcrate will do is when it's bolted in place, it will provide rigidity to the assembly itself, so it won't just be floppy aluminum. It'll be a little bit more rigid because this stuff is 3/8 inch thick. Sandwiched against the lights and that, it will produce a much more stable base, so that whenever your camera is mounted inside here, you'll have a dedicated ring light. You could actually probably going to be able to pick this up with the light on it and actually move around, as opposed to having this thing strapped to your tripod all the time. That's kind of the goal anyway. Just waiting on my lights to arrive. They'll be here today. And I've started, I got a couple of pieces of grid paper, taped them together, and made this array so that I can find out how I want to lay out the lights. And then I will start soldering all that together, and I will be soldering for a while. I need to drill a hole right here for all the wires to go into. They'll be fed along. They'll just start up here. Positive will go this direction, negative will go this direction. Actually, they'll probably start on one side and just go all the way around. And then go into here, and then connect into here. I haven't decided if I want to do the colored lights yet. I kind of want to, but it might get too busy. I don't know yet. It may add some weight because I have to put the control module in here, and I don't know if I want to do that yet. We'll see.